Okay.
Yep. Okay. You excited? You know what you're about to get into?
I'm excited.
Oh, good. Good.
I might actually like it this time.
Yeah. You're not gonna have to like pretend like I'm good. I'm real good.
There's not gonna be no fake gags.
Yeah.
No hiding a gag.
This is your forte right here. Sweet stuff.
Oh yeah.
Sweet girly drinks.
It's like dessert.
Yeah. There you go. All right, guys. Today on the Whiskey Noobs podcast, as always, I'm your host Chris, and today we have once again Mr. Bryce on the show.
How you doing, guys?
This is our first show in our new studio, so hopefully the audio quality is a little bit better. We got audio insulation going up. It's a work in progress.
It's nice. It's crispy in here.
Thank you. I'm very excited about it. If you follow me on TikTok, you've already seen the new studio. I'm very excited about it, but this is the first episode we're recording out of it. So,
nice.
Yeah.
What a pleasure.
Right?
What a
You get to
pleasure.
be the first, buddy. I was like, the past few episodes, I haven't had anybody on, and I'm like, I need to record these very fast because I'm moving houses. I'm trying to put up a studio. So I recorded them all like stupid fast. And then
Be a couple deep.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And so the last episode I said like, there's a reason I haven't had any guests on. And so now everybody knows.
This is it.
Yeah.
We're here.
I was having to record at 7 p.m. for 20 minutes really quickly and that type of stuff. So we're here. We're in the new studio and we have another first. This time around on this episode, we are going to have our first mixed drinks.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
So it's fall, and we had Crown Apple on before, which kind of has a fall-esque flavor.
Yeah.
And it's fall. People are chilly. They want nice mixed drinks, maybe for their Halloween parties.
We need pumpkin spice.
Yeah, get some pumpkin spice in there. Actually, none of these are pumpkin-based.
I'm shocked.
I was going to come up with a pumpkin one, and I tried. It just did not come out good. It didn't. So I thought we're going to do whiskey-based mixed drinks and shots, but we're not going to do a full shot because we'd probably die.
Perfect. I'm glad we're not doing full shots.
Right. Yeah, all of what we're having, we're splitting a mixed drink, and then we're having like 2 quarter shots, and then we're having a shot glass full of mixed drink. So
Perfect.
It's like, yeah. We're,
I can drive home.
Yes, like a shot and a half total, probably. This is like nothing. This is less than we'd normally drink, probably.
Probably.
So, yeah. So, I wanted to put together a few because I know Halloween parties are coming up. I was already like trying to come up with one for my wife and I are having a Halloween party, as you know. So I'm trying to put together like mixed drinks and stuff. And I came up with one that I really like and she really likes. So that's going to be our last one because that is like... This took some work.
The creme de la creme.
There was a lot of trial, and let me tell you, there was a lot of fail. There's a lot of failures.
I'm excited to see what it is.
Oh, there was a few that she tried. She's like, no. I was like, okay. All right.
Her face is probably beat red by the end of it.
Yeah.
Knowing her.
I said that in the last episode. I was like, my wife is sick and tired of trying my mixed drinks for this coming episode. So, yeah. So there's a lot of trials, a lot of failures. I also have a classic here, which is what we're going to start with.
Perfect. The big one.
The big one, yeah.
Okay.
The big red one. This is your Crown Apple and Cranberry juice.
Okay.
This is just a classic.
So do we take it as a full shot?
No, you can actually just sip it.
on
Yeah.
Right. Solid.
It's sour.
So
it's tart.
solid.
It's like a candied apple.
It's great.
Right?
I love it.
Isn't it good?
Oh, it's so good.
This is your forte.
Oh, God, I'm so happy now.
We're in your wheelhouse right now. Mixed drinks, a little bit fruity.
Where has this been my whole life?
I know. Have you never had this
I've
before?
never had that.
Oh, dude, this is a staple.
This will be
for
like
me.
my first mixed. I guess Jack and Coke would be like the only other whiskey I've ever mixed with.
Seriously? Wow. Yeah, so this is Crown Apple and Cranberry juice.
Man, that's good.
You can use any apple flavored whiskey if you want. Crown Apple is one of my favorite apple flavored whiskeys. So today we're going to be using Crown Apple, as I've already mentioned a bunch of times. We're going to be using Sheepdog, a peanut butter whiskey.
Ooh.
You can use any peanut butter whiskey in place of this. Screwball's another really good one. And then we're using Bird Dog and Sheepdog, I know. A lot of dog whiskeys. We're using Bird Dog salted caramel whiskey, and you can use any caramel whiskey, once again, in place when I say the Bird Dog or whatever I say.
Is there any significance to whiskey and dogs?
I don't know. Not that I know of.
I thought you were going to know something.
I feel like maybe whiskey people are always dog people, so like this is good marketing.
That makes
You know?
sense.
Like
That makes sense. I thought maybe like a dog. They're like dogs were part of harvesting or something.
you would think there's a lot of like
a lot of
dogs.
dogs.
It gets
a lot of
mentioned.
dog-related products.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. So if anything, it'd be like horses, like Blanton's, because like the Kentucky Derby, you drink whiskey, you can drink Kentucky straight bourbon.
That is so good.
You like it?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So let's talk about what it tastes like. It's got the sourness and the bitterness almost of the cranberry. And Crown Apple is just so sweet.
Complements it
that
so well.
Exactly. It just mixes
Wow.
right in. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about drinking this? Where you drink it, that sort of a thing.
You know, you always want to be able to taste like the best smells, and this tastes like a fall candle.
That's a great point. Like an apple orchard candle.
Yes.
And you would think like cranberry, like that with apple, but it doesn't taste like cranberry when you mix it with it.
No, the apple like cuts the tartness of the cranberry.
Exactly.
So good.
It just kind of makes it taste like sour apple almost. Yeah. So this I
No
love
hotness
this one.
at all either.
No.
There's no burn. That's my favorite part.
You're like, we're right in there.
Exactly. No hot water at all.
Yeah. We're going to work our way up to this one. It's a little bit stronger, but it's still pretty sweet.
That's
so
good.
I think you're going to like it, the last one. Now, crown apple and cranberry, I mean, you can mix this in a punch bowl for your party. All you got to do is get your ratio right. And I'm not giving people a ratio because it depends on the person, you know. But like maybe 1 shot for a glass, 2 shots for a glass, depending on who you are. And you can put that in a punch bowl and serve it, or like a sangria container.
That's solid.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like it.
That's better than wine.
Right?
That's better than wine
Because it's sweet and tart, and
yeah, I really like that.
Good. This is going to be your drink. You're going to show up to the Halloween party with it. You're going to be like, all
Check
right.
out this new drink I made.
Some guy told me. I don't know. The next one we've got is the small brown one. Okay, so this is a shot, so it's going to be a little bit more harsh.
Okay.
This is your sheepdog or any kind of peanut butter whiskey with crown apple, like apples and peanut butter.
Okay.
Right? That's like a snack that you do. Yeah.
That's good.
So I came up with it, and I think it's for a shot. It's not too bad. So let's go ahead and try it.
No.
Right.
Very sweet.
Especially your peanut butter whiskeys always have this like non-tanginess to them. I don't even know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
And it kind of takes
Earthy.
away the almost
Yeah.
like a depth. So that gives you like a caramel apple-esque flavor.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
These we're not going to spend too much time talking about because they're just shots, but
Yeah, I mean it's good though.
exactly. If somebody wants a shot that's not just whiskey, you know. So I was always a big peanut butter and apples guy.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna take another sip of the crown apple and cranberry.
So that was peanut butter whiskey and apple.
Correct. Yep.
Crown apple.
And crown apple, and that's it. That's all that was in there.
Simple.
So, I mean, it's still pretty strong.
Yeah, but not too bad.
No, exactly.
Oh,
All
that
right.
smells good.
Yeah, so this one's even weaker than the other one. This is
wow, this is why it smells good.
yeah, this is like one of those types of shots. Like I can't even think of the one I thought of off the top of my head. I don't want to say out like a blowjob shot where they're not very strong.
Right.
It's that kind of a
It's the
shot.
aesthetic.
Exactly. It tastes good and it's in a small glass, so people are like it's a shot. So this I came up with. It's a candy apple shot.
It smells really good.
Do you like it so far? Like the
smells
smell
really
of it?
Good.
I haven't even smelled it. Doesn't smell too bad.
Smells like a candle.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for.
If it
If it
smells
tastes like the candle smells, you're in.
exactly,
You're in.
I'm like the Bath and Body Works of drinks.
Exactly.
That's
right.
the goal. That's awesome. Okay, so let's drink it and then I'll tell you what's in it.
Okay.
It sounded a little creepy, right? Let's
Wow.
drink it and then I'll tell you what's in it.
That
so
was
aside from
interesting.
roofies, no,
That tastes like cotton candy.
cotton candy.
Maybe
That's creative.
not. I don't know.
No, that's yeah. It's that like
it tastes like bubblegum flavored stuff.
it does taste kind of bubblegum.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the reason for that is it's crown apple, as always. These are all crown apple based, but it's got grenadine in it too.
Ah.
Just a little bit of grenadine to give it that sweetness, almost like a candied flavor, like
Mm-hmm.
at your fairs or your festivals. And then you have that crown apple, like a
Quality
candied apple.
shot.
Not too bad, right?
Not at all.
So you've
no
got-
bad aftertaste or nothing.
That's a good point. It doesn't leave like a lingering. Yeah. So you've got your crown apple and cranberry, which is basically a
That's the
candy
best.
apple drink, right?
So good.
Not bad,
So
right?
good.
And then you've got your crown apple and grenadine, which is like candy apple shot.
Super good.
I mean, I'm just saying, I put together a pretty solid
Yeah,
line
you
up
could
here.
take a shot of that and then chase it with this. And that's perfect.
Dude,
Mm-hmm.
you're like you're playing 3D chess right now.
I am.
That's a great point.
That's solid.
Oh
that's
my
a good
gosh. Yeah. I know people are probably like, dude, they're firing these shots down. But they're
combo.
these were literally okay, so I have the solo cup shot glasses. They're like mini red solo cups, and this just comes up to the line is all it was. It does not come up to the top line.
Is it good enough to give you a taste though?
Exactly, just to taste it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a big like Halloween guy. Like I love Halloween. I love costume parties, and I love Halloween based drinks. Now, there are a couple that didn't make it to the show, so another like special shout out is to anything that's based on apple cider. I love that.
I've never really experimented. You know, I don't even really drink apple cider.
Oh, dude, you're missing out on life.
I just never really got into it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't have it around as a kid or anything.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I like apple cider because apple cider's so adaptable. Like, you can have it cold and it's like crisp, and then you can have it warm and it's like a dessert almost.
You know what I drank last night?
Ooh.
For the first time since I feel like I was a kid was Sunny D, and it held up.
It held up to the memories.
So good.
Yes.
I was so good. I
Sunny
was like,
D.
this is so much better than orange juice.
Sunny D was the only orange juice I liked.
It's like American cheese. It's so bad that it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, American cheese is awful, but like, you had American cheese as a kid, and now it's great.
Yeah, you're like, I know this is trash for me. And
This
trash
is literal
ingredients.
plastic. But so good.
So good.
Sunny D, 10 out of 10.
Sunny D is the stuff, dude.
It's good.
It was the only orange juice I liked as a kid.
I know. I loved Sunny D.
It's so much sugar in it.
Oh, I know. We were looking at it last night. I was like, is this bad for me? Because I'm going to start drinking this all the time. And I was like, I'm not going to start drinking this.
It's basically orange juice. It's healthy.
It's just orange and water. It's got to be.
That's why, like, as a kid, I always liked like apple juice over orange juice. And looking now, I'm like, oh yeah, because
I
apple
could see
juice
why.
is all
Straight sugar.
Yeah, it's just sugar. Like, I straight up had the doctor when I was a kid be like, yeah, make sure like you're not drinking too much juices, like to my mom, because it's just like they're not good for
I
you.
know. They're so good, though.
I know.
They taste so good, but
I
they're
know.
so bad for
And
you.
it's so easy to justify. It's like,
I know.
it's kind of serving a fruit.
Anything that's not water is just like, it's 10 steps
it's
ahead.
so elite. All right. I am going to pour this in. I gotta get
Oh,
it.
it's already pre-mixed.
Yes, I mixed it up beforehand, and then I don't mix it with the Sprite, and then I'm pouring it in with the Sprite so that we get it. But I'm gonna try to keep it even because we have an even amount of Sprite.
All right.
So this cocktail I came up with myself. The actual recipe with all the proportions is gonna be on TikTok by the time this airs for sure, and I'm pretty psyched about it. So right now, if I post a clip from this is not going to look nearly as fancy as it will on TikTok. 'Cause it's gonna have a presentation too. It's like a cocktail.
I like it.
So this has Sprite, apple juice, Crown Apple,
Smells good.
and the salted caramel bird dog in it. Like I said, all the proportions.
I instantly smell the salted caramel.
It adds something to it.
Yeah, it smells
Yes.
good.
So all of the proportions of this are going to be on TikTok already by the time this is airing. Let's take a sip of it. I want to see what you think.
It's dessert.
Right.
It's dessert. It's very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Not too shabby.
I'm impressed.
I'm so excited.
No. Oh man, that's so good. The aftertaste is fantastic.
And here's the thing: is it's actually kind of strong. Like,
Oh,
not
really?
like super strong, but definitely stronger than your Crown Apple Cranberry.
Really?
And doesn't taste very
Not
strong,
at all.
right?
No, you don't get any aftertaste of whiskey.
Yeah.
But in a good way.
It's almost a half and half mix.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Of straight whiskey with mixer.
That's impressive.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's very impressive.
Let me tell you, when I tried so many combinations, I tried apple wine. I tried all kinds of things. And I think it would be really good if you kicked it up a notch with a little bit more alcohol and then some apple cider. I think that would be honorable mention to apple cider. Apple cider with like spiced rum, apple cider with any kind of a whiskey in it. It's just so good.
I'm gonna start having you make me drinks.
Thanks.
I'm not bringing a box of Bud Light anymore.
I always say I'm an engineer, but I'm an aspiring bartender. Because you'll be like a bartender and you're like trying to pay your way to be an engineer, and it's like, no,
Opposite.
I love bartending.
He's envious of all the bartenders in the world.
Dude, I love it. I love mixing up
It's
drinks.
a craft.
It really is. It really is. And I spend a lot more time tasting whiskeys than I do mixing drinks, but I love
There's
to get
nothing better
creative.
than a good bartender. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
Like, you
dude.
can go out and get some real good bartenders that make your experience so much better.
Absolutely. I was just going to say, like, even at a lower quality bar, the right bartender can totally make or break your night.
Absolutely.
Like, completely. Between their personality, the conversation, and the drinks that they make, obviously mostly the drinks they make. I mean, having a bartender who, like, caters to you, they know what drink you want. I mean, that's the stuff.
Exactly.
You can't beat that.
It's like people that make coffee.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Coffee and bartender. What are they? What's a barista?
Baristas.
Baristas and bartenders. The saviors of the world.
You want to be a barista because you love your lattes. I want to be a bartender.
Boom.
We can open up a shop.
Shh, don't tell them.
Baristas and bartenders
Don't tell them.
from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a coffee shop. And then from 3 p.m.
I go home
to 1 a.m.
Boom.
bar.
You're in there.
I am going to build a bar in the basement, I think.
Oh, that's going to be nice.
And it'll really add some effect to the
You're going to
TikToks.
need it. Your shelves are filling up quick.
Dude, my shelves are so full.
So, like, did you have to purchase all these, or have you gotten some of these gifts?
Let me think about that. Okay, some of them have definitely been gifts. I'm trying to think. I know for sure, like the Four Roses single barrel, the Woodford Reserve, that was a gift. The Bullet Rye, that was a gift from our guest on episode 10 or 11, Tyler. He was on the show. He gave me that as a gift. I think that's it for gifts. Oh, the Johnny Walker Double Black, that was a gift. Yeah, that's it for gifts, I think.
So, like, how often do you drink these on your own?
More than I should say on
Well,
the show.
because I was going to say, I mean, obviously, it's not like you're, just ticking them back every night.
Yeah.
But there's quite a bit gone out of them. It's not like they're just there for show.
Yeah. So I probably 1 to 2 other nights other than podcasting out of the week, I'll have a glass. But I only do like a glass because, first of all, like it's a lot of calories in alcohol.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, you figure I think an ounce of whiskey is like between 80 and 100 calories. So it's
really?
like, yeah.
Why? The sugar?
Yeah, because alcohol is made from fermented sugar, basically.
Right.
And then the alcohol, alcohol itself is very calorie dense. So here's a fun fact, actually. So when people are like on keto, right, and they're like, I'm drinking vodka because it's like low calorie. And some people, and that's true, like vodka is better to drink than anything else, pretty much, or any kind of straight liquor is usually better. But when people are like, well, this vodka is lower calorie than this vodka, you gotta watch your alcohol by volume percentage on your bottle, because a lot of times it's lower calorie because it's just weaker. So it's just
that makes sense.
the same calorie
It's
density
basically more watered down.
mixed with water. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Same thing with beer. A lot of those beers that are like, I think, what is Miller like 63? Is that one?
Yeah.
That's like 2% alcohol by volume.
Right.
Your Bud Light's like 4.5. So yeah,
Yeah.
Bud Light's a staple.
Just a numbers game.
It totally
basically.
is. But my point being that alcohol is super calorie dense, so I'll have like 1 to 2 throughout the week. I like to do with Maggie. I'll do guess that whiskey, so she pours it, and I gotta guess what
that's
it is.
fun.
Yeah, and it really helps like hone my
Yeah.
palate, you know. So it's like working,
Right?
just like a TikTok.
Whatever. As long as you can convince yourself.
I drink whiskey and watch TikToks. It's work.
Literally. It's for your side career as a bartender.
Exactly. I mean, I get off, an 8 to 10 hour day, and I come home and I work like 6 more hours drinking whiskey and watching TikTok. It's a hard knock life, man. It's brutal.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I've been working through a lot of them. Some of them go quicker than others. Redbreast went really quick. So I'm getting to the point now where enough of them are getting low that it's going to be time to like replenish. Like I'm going to need a new Redbreast. I'm going to need a new Buffalo Trace. So yeah. And a lot of times you'll have people who want to try them. If people know whiskey, I'll let them try from my collection. Otherwise, if you don't know whiskey, I'm like, stay away. But
Here's a bottle of Jack Daniels.
yes. Oh yeah. It's really good. It's like this little like niche. It's called Jack Daniels.
It comes in this little plastic bottle.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to drink as much as you want. Yeah. Let's take another sip of our cocktail here. Let's talk about what we're tasting a little bit.
It's way harder when they're mixed.
Yeah.
Way hard. It's a lot of salted caramel.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I get some more on the nose.
Okay.
Is there cranberry juice in it?
No, there's not actually.
It's kind of like that tart.
That's probably the apple juice. I put a little bit of apple juice in there for that reason. When I was first making it, it was like all sweetness, and it kind of weighed you down. So I added some apple juice to give it that tartness.
Yeah, some tartness.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. It's just it blends real well together.
Right. Thanks. Yeah. My
favorite thing about it is the aftertaste.
Yes, it stays with you.
Yeah, it's like that salted caramel aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's like eating dessert.
Exactly. It's like, and I tried to make it like that first bite into a caramel apple where you get a lot of caramel and then you taste that apple and it kind of relieves your palate. Yeah, I could totally advertise this. It's like that first bite of a caramel apple when you were a child at the state fair.
It's the truth, though.
Right?
I mean, that is what it tastes like.
Right. You're like overwhelmed with that sweetness.
And it's refreshing when you're done with it, too.
That apple refreshes you, and you're like,
Crisp.
oh, crisp.
It's crispy.
Just
It's like a
like
McDonald's Sprite.
It's like this room.
McDonald's
crispy.
Sprite.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I made this with normal Sprite. But if we got some McDonald's
Oh, my
Sprite,
God.
We'd be on a different planet right now.
I'd be in heaven. There's nothing better than McDonald's Sprite.
Right? So yeah, I'm going to post the whole recipe to this on the TikTok. And something to keep in mind is I usually post my recipes in parts. So like 1 part Crown Apple, 1 part caramel apple or caramel whiskey. Something to keep in mind is parts are scalable. Like a lot of people don't know that. Actually, I've had people say before, like, "Oh yeah, it's 1 part this, 1 part that," and they're like, "How much is a part?" It's like, well, it doesn't matter. It depends on how much you want to make.
Exactly. If you want to make a gallon,
yeah, then
do the math.
Then a part is a cup.
Yeah.
You know. So I usually do a part for me as a shot. So that's how I usually make it for one person. I try to tailor my recipes for like 1 drink, but then it all scales.
Right.
And so like for my Halloween party, I'm highly likely we got like a sangria dispenser. So I'm probably going to do each part is probably going to be like a cup, and then I'm going to make a big thing of it.
Right.
That way we can, have that. But that's something that I don't think everybody knows. So I wanted to bring that up, have a little bit of knowledge in this episode rather than just us sitting back and taking shots of stuff.
Yeah, that's good. What so like as far as okay, so this mixed drink, right? And which whiskey was this?
So that is the Crown Apple and the Caramel Bird Dog.
So where are these two price point wise?
Great question. Because you can totally tailor this, especially if you're making it for a lot of people. Get some cheaper stuff, right?
Right.
And you can even add more of the non-alcohol stuff to kind of hide the cheapness of whatever you're drinking. So the Sheepdog, if I remember correctly, is like $17 or $18.
No, that's not bad at all. That's
And
a pretty big
it's-
bottle for that too.
Yeah, exactly. It's for a 5th, and it's 70 proof. So it's not super weak because you got to watch with flavored drinks. It'll be like, oh my gosh, this is $12 and it's 30% alcohol by volume.
Right.
They'll get you with that. Like Southern Comfort has like an actual whiskey, that's like 80 or 90 proof. And then there's also like the Walmart version. And it's like, wow, this is really cheap. And it's like 20% alcohol by volume.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you got to watch that. So Sheepdog, I want to say $16 or $17 and 70 proof. Crown Apple is also 70 proof. Yeah, also 70 proof and $26. So this is your most expensive one here. And there's a ton of whiskeys that make apple. There's a ton that you can tell are ripoffs of Crown. They similar box, similar shape of bottle. And then Bird Dog, I want to say is also 18 or 19.
That's solid.
I love Bird Dog.
I really like that.
Do you? Good. Yeah, Bird Dog, all of their flavored stuff, I've mentioned this on the show before, is really solid for the price range. It doesn't leave that sugariness on your palate, So I love all the Bird Dog's flavored stuff. They have a peanut butter one I haven't tried. I'm going to try that. Yeah.
That'd be good. I know I've had the peach, I think.
Yes.
That's
yeah,
good.
Probably because I get it a lot.
Yeah, I definitely had it from you.
Okay, so this is a fall drinks, but I'll put this on an episode or a TikTok later. A summer one. Peach Bird Dog and lemonade.
Oh, that's yeah.
You drank that before, right?
I definitely have. It's good.
Yeah, because
It's real good.
I made that by accident. I got Peach Bird Dog, and then I had tea to make peach tea, mixed drink, and then I had lemonade, and there was something different with the lemonade. I don't remember what it was. It might have just been for whiskey because I like Lynchburg lemonades. And then I ran out of the tea. I had all this Peach Bird Dog, and I'm like, we were camping, and I was like, let's go with the lemonade and the Peach Bird Dog, and I tried it, and I was like, dude,
boom,
this is killer.
It's good. It's really good.
It's a stellar drink. So that's your summer drink there, though. In the fall, you like something a little bit more desserty, a little bit like
something to keep you warm.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Keeps you a little bit warm. When you see this on the TikTok, this is gonna look like a dessert. Just let me tell you, I'm excited. This is going to be a very good-looking drink.
Picturesque.
Picturesque. Because when you're on TikTok, it can't
frame it on the wall.
You got to make it look as good as it tastes, or nobody's going to try it.
That's a good point.
Oh, for sure.
TikTok's weird on what you get hit with.
TikTok is
the
super
algorithm
weird.
is crazy.
Yeah, especially like if you step away for a while, they'll start ramping up your likes because then they want you to come back. Like,
oh, see, that's what I need to do.
Yeah,
I need to play a long-term game with them.
Got to black out for a
I
little
got a
bit.
good one waiting in the drafts.
leave it at the drafts and then drop it.
I have a couple in the drafts. I just haven't got around to ending. When I was on vacation, I made fish. And documented the whole journey.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like a 60-second video. Somehow it got deleted.
Oh,
and that
no.
really burned the sails out for me.
For sure, dude.
Oh, I was so mad. I edited it and everything.
That is the worst. Or like I've done it before where you post it and then you notice something like I could have clipped another second away from that because you see like me break character or something, and then you can't go back and edit it once it's posted. It's there. You gotta restart. I had one too
where like my clips paused for a second, like in between the transitions, but not like intentionally. And I thought it was like a glitch when I was uploading it, but it's just never stopped doing that.
That's super weird.
Like when I edited it, it was okay. But then once I like actually posted it, like it'll transition from one clip to another. And when the other clips start, it like pauses for a second.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
The glitch that I get all the time is when I go to start recording, and maybe this isn't a glitch. Maybe this is like something you can do with the audio. I have no idea. When I go to start recording, it makes like a sound like right when it starts, and then I have to clip off that noise. Like it makes like a pop sound. It's super weird. It makes kind of like the sound where if you're recording, you like drop your camera, that like sound that a camera makes. It makes that. I don't know what it is. TikTok, man. It's so much fun though. Is it not a blast editing the videos and the sounds and the filters?
Sometimes when I'm in the store, I'm like, oh, this would make a good TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I do that all the time. Especially like I'm like whiskey specific TikTok, obviously. And I'll come up with ones that I'm like, this would be super funny as like just a generic
Your TikToks
TikTok.
are pretty creative though.
Hey, thanks. I try.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time on it. Like I used to just put out like content, but I try to like legitimately think about what I'm gonna do with a sound, because it's so easy to pick a sound and be like, I'm just gonna make something. But everything that I can do with cocktails, this guy can do with meats and seasonings. Dude.
Thanks.
You're a cook, man. That's something I don't have yet. I want to get there, but like steaks, they make me so nervous. I love steak.
You just gotta get a meat probe and you're good.
I actually
It's all about the temp.
It helps for sure.
Yeah, it's all about the temp.
Or people are like, you just gotta look at it and poke it with your tongs.
The pressing your hand. I'm like, no, just get a meat probe and cook it every time.
Exactly.
Because every steak's different.
Yeah.
Even in the grading, you know what I mean? If you get a choice grade steak, it's going to cook differently than a prime grade steak because of all the fat content.
Exactly. And it can be the same exact thickness.
Exactly.
But that heat's going to move through it super different.
Yeah, there's so many it's just always meat probe.
Dude, for sure.
I don't mess with. The only thing I don't meat probe anymore is fish.
Oh, because it's kind of a pain, right?
Well, yeah, it's too flaky and it wants to fall apart. And it's just like I like tuna steaks more than anything. Like I cooked tuna steaks last night.
Yeah, okay.
And you could eat a tuna steak raw, realistically, if you wanted to.
Right.
Like, I'm not afraid of cooking it necessarily.
That's a good point.
So I just wing it with those. But I mean, I haven't had any bad results yet. So.
Yeah. And I mean, like the grade is so important with cooking the steak, and then also like I buy a lot of my stuff locally, so I have no idea what the grade is. Like this.
Well, exactly. That's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, this just came from a farmer.
Different ballgame.
Yeah,
that's the one thing I mean, you'll really find out when you start to do a lot of steaks. It's like, no two steaks are alike.
Dude, I learned that quick with deer because I cook venison steaks. And I had a very small buck that I thought was a very big doe when I shot it. And I cooked the back straps one way. I think, I cooked them a little. I cooked them for, let's say, I don't remember how long, but let's say like 3 minutes per side, right? And because back straps are really thin. Yeah. So like let's say 3 minutes per side. And then I had the buck that I got more recently. It was a big boy, real lean, big buck. And it like they were like jerky. I was like, oh no.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it is with steaks though.
Yeah.
Those are a hidden treasure.
What, back
deer
straps?
Steaks? Oh yeah,
dude,
so good.
They really are
so good.
There's only one way to get them.
I know.
You can't go to the store and buy them. So
we gotta go turkey hunting.
Yeah,
it's a good time.
That's another shot, by the way. Three Wise Men Go Hunting. You do Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker, and I think Jameson.
Wow.
Wild turkey.
Oh.
And then just a dash of hot sauce in it, and it's like the blood of the turkey.
See, this ended up being productive. We ended up with another drink.
We came full circle. Everybody's like, these guys are rambling. We're
back to whiskey. This was all planned.
4 different kinds of whiskey. But let's bring it back. We had 4 different drinks today. 2 shots, 2 mixed drinks, right? Mm-hmm. So we had candy apple shot, peanut butters and apples shot, cranberry and crown apple, and then the mixed drink, which was the coup de grace. It was the big one, right? And that one's going to be on TikTok for sure. I want to hear your opinions of all of them, kind of what you liked about them, what you would or would not like about them, and where you would drink them, like the situations.
Gonna rank them.
Yeah.
Okay. So ranked. Well, these two are shots, so I'll rank these separately.
Okay.
I liked the cranberry and Crown
better.
This is a lot over a course of a full drink.
Oh, okay, heavier.
It's really sweet.
Yes,
I feel like I could drink this more. This tastes better.
Well,
you know what I mean?
So he's saying the mixed drink tastes better.
Yeah, the mixed drink tastes better.
Thank you.
It's super good. This is just a lot easier to handle over like a full drink.
Exactly. So that's I was gonna say like their uses, right? So when you see this on TikTok, you'll see that this is not something you throw. Like I'm not making this to be something you put in a Yeti and drink it. You know what I mean? This is like a cocktail. Right. Whereas your Crown Apple and Cranberry, that is something you throw that in a Yeti and go to a bonfire.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then don't drive home.
Exactly.
I just said go to a bonfire. And I was like, that sounds kind of bad.
Bring a sleeping bag.
Yeah, bring a sleeping bag.
Be responsible.
But it is like that's what I was getting at when I said like their uses, right?
And this I like the
candy apple or the peanut butter apple?
Candy apple.
Candy
big
apple.
time.
I agree. That was better than the peanut butter apple. It's also weaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But
that's probably why I like it.
You're like, oh, dude, yes. This is the first time I'm podcasting and not drinking something strong.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
What a treat.
What a treat. I gotta throw you a bone every once in a while.
New studio, sweet drinks. Wow.
You're just getting the 5-star treatment.
I'm just glad we're doing this as work.
Yeah.
We're at work right now.
Tough job. I'm out here grinding.
Exactly.
I'm out here grinding every day. I'm slaving making these cocktails. Maggie, she's slaving over these drinks, trying them.
Trying to figure them out.
Yep, trying to see what she likes. Pretending to like them.
Yeah, they're all super good though. The mixed drink's really good. Definitely recommend.
Good, thank you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that is that. I would recommend that for sure as like your cocktail. You're kind of if you're having people over and you want it to be like presentable, you want it to look nice, and then the Crown Apple and Cranberry is just such a solid like you're just mixing up drinks. Like I said, punch bowl. That's a punch bowl drink right there. Mm-hmm. You throw that in a punch bowl.
This is what you serve to your work friends. The cocktail.
There you go.
This is what you serve to your real friends.
Yeah. One you serve for a nice night with your friends. The other you serve for a party.
Exactly. This is to impress. This is to party.
Absolutely. That's how we like it. You gotta have a little bit of both, right? But I just think it's good to have a mixed drink on here because I don't want people thinking that I don't like mixed drinks. I do. I'm an engineer, but I'm an aspiring bartender, dude.
Boom.
I love it. I love mixing drinks.
That's
You're mixing an experience.
Exactly.
Just like whiskey.
It's art.
It is. It's an art.
It's art.
It's work, man. It's hard work. My hands look like these,
so I can drink like this.
I'm just gonna do all of the sayings. All right, dude. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming on the show. I'm so glad I was like,
thanks for having me.
Who do I want for the mixed drink episode? I know who I want.
I'm tired of torturing this guy.
I've beat the heck out of Bryce on the show before. Let's give him some mixed drinks so he wants to come back, actually. I even said that when I messaged you. I was like, mixed drinks.
Yeah,
when I
nice. I was like, oh, man.
Okay, all right.
I'm always in no matter what.
Right? I love doing this. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. So thanks for coming on the show, dude. Thanks for your honest opinion about my mixed drinks. I threatened him before we came in here and said if you say it tastes bad, I'm going to smack you around. So I'm really glad that you didn't do that, and now I don't have to bruise my knuckles off. But seriously, thanks for coming on the show. Everybody, once again, you can find these recipes or the recipe for the cocktail on TikTok. The rest of them are pretty self-explanatory, I think. And enjoy them at your Halloween parties. Let me know what you like if you try them. As always, drink responsibly. I put that at the end of every episode. I'm putting it before the end of this episode because these are mixed drinks and people need to know. Don't go nuts with them. Drink responsibly. Don't be crazy. But enjoy these dessert-type fall drinks. Enjoy them with your bonfire.
Good experience.
Good experience. I'm glad to hear that.
Thanks, man.
All right. Of course, dude. I'm glad you liked it. I was nervous. I'm like, what if he doesn't?
No,
I'm always
like it.
When you come up with a recipe, it's like, ooh.
I'm a sucker for salted caramel.
Yeah, that's a good caramel just on anything. Because if it's not your recipe, you're like, oh, you just don't like Manhattans. But like when you make the recipe, it's like, I hope he likes it. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Shoot me messages if you try all of these. And that's all that we've got for today. As always, learn to drink to learn. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Whiskey Noobs. If you like the show, please make sure that you tell anyone you know who you think would be interested in the hobby or in the podcast. That way we can help to spread the word and continue to grow. Please also make sure to review the show on Apple Podcasts and share our posts on Instagram at whiskey_noobs or on TikTok at Whiskey Noobs Podcast. It only takes a couple of minutes and it really does a lot to help spread the word and grow the podcast. Also, there is an email list for the show. If you'd like to join, you can just send an email to whiskynoobspodcast@gmail.com and in the subject line put email list. I will add you to the list and then you'll be updated every month with the whiskeys that we will be drinking on the show throughout the month. That way you can drink right along with us and see if you're getting the same notes. Once again, thank you so much for listening to the show. The Whiskey Noobs Podcast does not support underage or otherwise irresponsible consumption of alcohol.